Good evening and welcome to the Plans Advisory A meeting of Tuesday the 12th of February.
Hello? It's at the bottom.
That's great.
Just enough room.
Right, just a reminder that recording, filming and broadcasting is permitted, and that in fact we are being recorded and filmed. Right, apologies for absence and substitutions.
Yes, so Councillor Harry Gillam has apologised, and I have Councillor Rod Cooley who is stepping in his stead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Any declarations of interest? No. Thank you. Right, minutes of the meeting of Planning Aid Committee held on the 2nd of January 2019. Both here. Sorry. Yeah. Right, thank you. So they're accepted. Any factual inaccuracies? No. Thank you. I'll sign those then. Thank you very much.
May I ask why the paper is turned to white?
I don't know. I have seen there may have been an error in the
Sure.
delivery of paper. Yes. It is quite yellow.
So bright.
Pardon?
It's just so bright.
It is. It's almost canary, isn't it?
It is rather.
If we use it up, it will disappear quicker.
I thought we'd gone for a new colour coding system.
No, I think it might have been either we ordered the wrong colour or the wrong colour was delivered.
Okay, with certain shades of yellow on the photocopy, because it just doesn't come out.
No, if you photocopy that, there'd be sort of a bit of a grey scale look to the back of it.
Oh, that's duly signed, thank you very much. Right, any public questions?
No, none have been received.
Thank you. Letters of objection.
No, none have been received.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to applications registered weeks ending 18th of January, 8th of February, 25th of January, 1st of February and 22nd of February. That continues one that's not quite right, or one that's out of order.
So the applications are registered week ending the 18th, 25th of January and the 1st of February, but the actual 3-week period expires, the 8th, 15th and 22nd of February.
Thank you very much. Right, any appeals note, or any appeals that have been received for consideration?
No, none have been received.
Prior notifications?
No, there were none of those either.
Yep. List of weekly solicitors and council decisions, 20, sorry, page 27
27
to
to 44.
Any comments on those?
Basically, one of the interesting ones here is the demolition of the garages at Noak Shot for the District Council, replacing with three 4-bedroom dwellings,
Right.
which is an interesting one. But other than that, I don't think there's anything that is overly different or particular note.
Right. I've obviously done something wrong here. Where do I get onto the meeting?
Well, you've jumped ahead.
I have,
It's
haven't
that,
I?
you
Sorry,
see.
beg
Doesn't
your pardon.
matter.
So I'm supposed to go in at 6, aren't I?
Let's complete these whilst we're there.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, whilst we're
Right,
there.
applications for
Yeah.
Works, 45 to 52 pages. And I'll stop at 10. We'll go on at that
Yeah,
at the
we'll
end.
come back to point 11 at the
Thank
end.
you. Yes, sorry, we went for the applications registered, and that's where I'm supposed to go in. I'll get there one
That's
second.
time later.
I've got one more chance before the election.
Doesn't matter, it needs to be looked at.
Right, that's
Chairman's prerogative to change the order.
thank you very much for that comment. Fine, right. We're moving on to agenda item 6, page 15.
Page 15.
Right, first one is 22 Roundfield Avenue, that's 5183239, and it's recorded as the committee have no objection to the proposed extension, subject to no loss of amenity to neighbouring properties. However, with the 2-bedroom increase, there is insufficient parking provision provided on the site. Policies 4072 little 4 district plans refer, and while I read the big district plan, reminds me that anything that is on this agenda does not come under the Harpenden neighbourhood plan because they were submitted before its ratification. Just for note, so it lets us off on this occasion. Right. I mean, people would like to raise comments if they wish to make any, or
I'll raise a point.
you do.
It's just, if there is insufficient parking, should we not refuse it?
We generally go along the lines of that we just express the concerns about the fact that there is insufficient parking. I think we've sort of generally found that if we went along the attitude of refusing anything that had insufficient parking, we would not go for very many things, in all honesty, because
Yes, I concur with what you said. I think you worded it very well here. We've raised the plan, we've covered ourselves, plans will see that, or plan officers will see it, and if you did get the plans, they'll see it as well. So I think we've covered ourselves well.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, 5183322, 24 Granby Avenue, no comment required by committee. 5183395, Harpenden East, 17 Aldwickbury Crescent. No objection. 5190018, St George's School, Harpenden. I don't know why I say that, but never mind. No comment required by the committee. 5183209, 11 Foden Close. Recommend refusal. The committee's concerns from the approval on appeal application to Silvers District Council reasons for refusal still stand. Policies 34, 40, 70, level 3 and level 5 for the district plan refer. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it doesn't change.
5183234. Park retrospective Eastmoor Lodge, East Common. Right, we've got the recommendation. The committee stated that due to it being a locally listed building which is set in a Harpenden conservation area, it did not object to a replacement dwelling of similar design. However, the approval on this application should be subject to the St Albans District Council and Conservation Officer being satisfied that the current existing building cannot be preserved. Policies 69, 70, 85 and 87 district plan refer.
That wording actually was extracted from the Plan B meeting that we went to before, because my notes say that this application mirrors 1449 and 2400, which seeks to address the reasons refusal for 1449, which relates to the heritage statement submission. No changes to the proposal, just the submission of a heritage statement. So there was no changes in the sense to the drawings, so we should stick to what we said before.
We don't want to muck it up.
Thank you. 5183368. Application doesn't meet criteria. So that was 10 Uplands. 5183373, 10 Ranelagh Walk. No objection, subject to no loss of amenity to neighbouring properties and the 45-degree visibility zone being taken into consideration for number 9 Remy, or policy 72, little 5 and little 6, the district plan refer.
Yep.
5/18/3377, 9 Hashing Green, close. Application does not meet criteria for consideration by the board.
Good.
Five 18/3381, 18 Delcroft Way. No objection, subject to the appropriate design and use of materials in the locally listed building in the conservation application area. Policies 85 and 87 district plan refer. 5/19/0005, 3 West Common Way. Application does not meet the criteria for consideration by the committee.
Any comment on that? Because I used to live there.
Right.
10 years.
Does that count as an interest?
No, it doesn't, because it's a more than 10 years ago.
Right, okay. Excuse me, sorry about
30 years ago.
Right. 5/18/3385, 64A High Street. No comment required by committee. That's the 5/18/3398, 9 Barnesdean. Application does not meet criteria. 5/19/0025, 12 Birch Way. Application does not meet criteria. 5/18/3283, 123 Crabtree Lane. No objection, subject to proposed extension to the proposed extension, subject to no loss of amenity to neighbouring properties. Policy 7245, level 5, the district plan refers. However, the committee expressed concern that there is insufficient parking provision on the site for the proposed number of bedrooms. Policies 40/72, level 4 of the district plan refer.
I think we've again covered ourselves properly.
Yes.
Well done.
Sometimes it's quite tricky with parking because they don't always divulge exactly the number of spaces that they're going to offer. Because if they sort of tick where they ask the question about will parking provision be altered or affected, I think is the word, will the proposed works affect existing car parking arrangements, and it's a yes or no, and if they say no, but we don't always know what the original parking arrangements were, then you can just have to take their word for it or go from what appears on Google Maps.
Right, 5/19/0055, 26 Ox Lane. No objection, subject to the appropriate design and use of materials in the locally listed building in the conservation area. Policies 85 and 87 district plan refer. Okay.
Yes.
5/18/3220, 6 Mayfield Close. No objection. 5/18/3321, 78 Park Rise. No objection, subject to no loss of amenity to neighbouring properties. Policy 72, level 5, district plan refer.
Yep.
5/18/3367. Right.
Yep.
7 Wood End Hill, Harpenden. Committee to consider.
Let's see some plans.
Right, okay, let's get the drawings out. Okay, so there's the stone access which actually shows the existing house.
I'll pass it to you just quickly. Is this? Obviously.
The board doesn't need ours, it doesn't need my drawings. You have to show me that. Right, okay, so the reason why I didn't delegate this one was that not sure about the impact on the neighbours, extends back quite a lot further than the existing. Question the dominance on the street scene. There's the creation of a basement which extends out beyond the ground floor footprint, which is really, I suppose, in a nutshell, just concerned about the bulk and massing and dominance really on the top. Yes.
So if you wait for some, isn't it this one? I thought, yeah, it's interesting, from the street scene, most of the neighbouring properties have got gable end, and this is sort of slightly hit
Yeah.
on each end. But looking at the street scene, they're all very different down that road, and I didn't think from the street, you know, much different. I didn't think it had a terrible impact on.
No, possibly not, the kind of potentially from the frontage, I think
Yeah,
it
from
was
the
just
front,
really,
so it's really the rear, isn't
it
it?
was really the dominance, when you look at it on the plot.
Yes.
The thing is, the house to the right of it has been extended quite dramatically
Yes.
already, but it was more my concern actually on number 5.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They appear to have drawn some 45-degree lines, haven't they?
There was also this sort of
everybody.
slight concern about the fact that the basement extends out even further than the ground floor footprint as well,
Yeah, this is a clever way of increasing.
increasing space.
Although, is that...
And is there any policy on
Yeah.
that?
No, there isn't, but when you have a basement, it does create even more height. Yeah, I think it's just sort of looking at it, I just wasn't 100% sure about.
We could express concern about its dominance at the rear on neighbouring property.
But
You don't, you know, obviously
It's only
you don't
because-
have to, it just was really to
Well, no,
flag
because
up
it's
your
the-
opinion.
number 9, is it number 9, the next one, it's almost the same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
more number 5, which is
Yeah.
the one
It's
most
five, but-
affected, because they're seeing a
But it-
big wall.
But then you could say number 9 in relation to number 11, you know, that's,
Yeah, there aren't any letters of objection.
There are,
Are there?
Are there?
Are you sure?
yeah, from number 9.
Oh.
I think we can put on,
I can't see how one can object to it.
I can.
Right.
Well, a little
But
bit.
majorly,
But
I'd be
number 5,
here,
yes.
stuffing my feet.
Number 5, yes,
Number
it's
9.
double the size, isn't it?
Have you got the original footprint?
I've just got this, which I'm guessing is...
Oh,
I think what Chris has got is probably what you might want to see now.
yeah.
That's the one
You'll see how much it's going to be.
Oh, if it goes beyond the...
Oh, it's massive.
Oh, yes.
Some of that is decking, but the actual protrusion from the back.
Yes, I see what you mean, thank you.
If you look at the, I mean, the sun's coming in from rising in the east to the right, going round the front of the properties and setting in the west.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually showing
So
the wall there.
the actual effect there. Can I just take a look at the picture?
That's building
This
line,
one?
Just put the,
Yeah, actually, that's
Just to remind me.
That is,
because that's a table and chair.
It's
Yeah.
patio, whatever you want to call it these days.
Right, do you want me to briefly read out what the objection letter says?
Yes, please.
As the owner of the adjacent property, number 9 Woodend Hill, I know the site well, and having examined the plans carefully, I wish to object strongly to the proposed plans on the basis that the rear of the property will be overbearing, will severely overshadow number 9 Woodend Hill, and will result in loss of privacy to ourselves and the neighbouring dwellings. Woodend Hill is situated on a slope, and number 7 is slightly elevated in comparison to number 9. The ridge height of the roof on the current building is approximately 1 metre higher than number 9, and assuming the ridge height of the new building is the same, the size and scale of the new building will result in number 7 dominating the adjacent dwelling at the rear. The plan to the first floor balcony will result in a loss of privacy to number 9, with the balcony providing a direct and short view into our master bedroom, along with unobstructed views over our patio and into other rooms at the back of the house. In addition, as the proposed dwelling is sited further back on the plot than any of the neighbouring houses, the design of the balcony will afford a view up and down the gardens of Woodend Hill. Clearly, careful thought has been given to the impact of light in the design of number 7, with the patio and majority of roof lights in the basement carefully positioned to the south-east of the most protruding part of the two-storey rear of the dwelling. This has been done to maximise the sunlight to the areas, to these areas. However, the same consideration has not been given to the adjacent building at number 9, which will be severely impacted by the size and length of the second-storey extension to the right rear of the property. The design for the rear of the building, the second floor is the second floor is situated in such a way to be overbearing and will completely block direct light to the ground floor windows at the rear of number 9 and its entire patio area for a significant proportion of the day. Additionally, the two-storey extension at the rear appears to break the 45-degree guideline with respect to number 9. The overshadowing will continue to have a severe impact on light in the living areas and patio of number 9 throughout the rest of the year. Given the proposed change from loose gravel to a resin-bonded gravel and block paving driveway, together with the scale of the basement and the propensity of the gardens of both 7 and 9, Woodland Hill, to waterlog, action will be required to ensure that adequate drainage is implemented as Parkfield. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll obviously that will.
So they building regs rather than...
Yeah.
Well, the big area is Vulcan size, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've got a very good point about loss of privacy, because I was looking
Yes,
at
certainly
the
about-
balcony, I think that's, should have been rejected. I mean, that's,
Proposal from the chair is the objector, and then we backfill with the appropriate bits.
Okay, so
yeah, I mean, from the front, I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, that's
So street scene,
the whole one, that's, yeah. Well, street scene is a difficulty on that one, considering, as the comment's already been there, that all of these are so far, I can't remember the word, they're straight apex,
They gave a length,
Gable ends.
but also
but
further on,
they're then hit throughs on the plans. It does somewhat.
yeah, and if you look to the left of that, it's not on the picture, but further on to the
One
left
further
of
down the
that,
road is
there's
just
one further down which has got a sort of
right.
feature, rather like this one.
This is the problem that we have.
It's one of them further down the road has got one of these.
Yeah.
well, we'd best to concentrate on
So best to
Yeah.
concentrate on the rear.
amenity and Vulcan
okay, so
size.
are we recommending refusal then, are we?
Yeah, I think we are, yes.
And what are we wanting to kind of along the lines of the bulk and massing
Yeah.
Loss of privacy,
to the rear?
loss of amenity, basically, to neighbouring properties. That's a different one.
Is it a first floor balcony?
It's
Not
the first floor
Not
balcony,
second
yes.
floor, is it?
Yeah, that's the
No,
floor.
it's just there,
The
okay.
street,
Um,
yeah, no,
So lots of amenity.
that's present.
Left box size.
Yes, I said bulk and massing.
It's higher than that one, I'll do it.
Bulk and massing, is that not a tautology also?
You thought so?
Not. I don't think they pick it. Bulk and massing. Tautology. Sorry. Forget it. Shouldn't have said it.
Bulk, scale, size, massing, they were all referred to. I know they're all similar. Number 9, okay.
Yeah.
Just those three things?
Loss of amenity.
Yeah, lots
Yes.
of amenity, lots of privacy, the bulk and massing to the rear.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Personally, I've expressed some concern over the design compared to the rest of
Do we need
the street.
be specific about the balcony?
I've mentioned that, so I've said here, this is no form, so obviously the bulk and massing to the rear, and the loss of privacy to the neighbouring properties from the first floor balcony.
Yeah.
And then we've got loss of amenity,
Covers it.
which relates, I suppose, to in terms of the light,
Yes,
and light.
yeah.
This is a new word, isn't it? Oh, yeah, replacement dwelling, okay, so that's quite different.
Right, we all happy with that?
Yep.
519-0037, no comment required by committee. 518-3282, 4 Boundville Wood. Committee to consider.
Right, 4 Boundville Wood. So my wording was that I'm concerned about it being in keeping with the style of the existing row of houses in this location, which is so close to the common and the conservation area. Larger than proposals from 2009, which I was granted, has a large footprint. So it's a large footprint and a big increase from the existing, a much more modern design. So it's this house just on the end here. So that's kind of done it in terms of, so you can see the style of the existing houses in that area. I took the liberty of actually printing off the plans that were agreed from 2009, so that you can see exactly what
No, it's just,
we got permission, but it is a much more substantial house in comparison to,
they're basically very similar along or I mean, different designs and things like that, but we don't want something that's massively bigger, so we'll have
it is quite a bit bigger, Mike. If you look here at the street scene, you'll be able to see the difference.
One of the cars parked outside, to the left,
Yes.
is that new? That's newer, isn't it? It's not original.
It's just,
What's that, what, the house?
The one to the left with the cars outside.
I think the one to the left has had planning.
Sorry, not next one, the next one down. Two to the left, at the end of the park. And how does what we've got here compare to that?
This is quite a bit bigger.
So
This is much
that's
more,
what I'm saying.
this is, I mean, whereas that is a bit more of a chalet sort of type bungalow or chalet house, this is a substantial house that you'd expect to see
It
on.
was substantial. Also, it's got a front balcony, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's not-
I didn't look in
I'm
depth.
not overlooking anybody, it's
No, I agree
common.
with that, but it's just though,
I think because we don't propose balconies per se, like,
That's the very facetious comment, is it like to scare the public who are on the common? I'll leave that one out.
mind you, they are on big
Maybe they want to
plots.
watch the golf.
They are on big plots.
They are big plots. It's just really, I think it was more a case of that, was this style of house in keeping
yeah,
with
it's
this
a street
area?
scene and whatever you,
I personally didn't think it looked that bad, actually.
I-
On the street
Okay.
scene.
I tend to agree with you on that, but it doesn't look like a massively bigger sort of thing. They're quite spacious, all these ones up there. There's one round the corner which is might be fine. There's the
There's a whole proposal for this, from the architect.
To be honest though, I found it, from these pictures, it looks way bigger than the others already.
But the others, the one on the right is just an outbuild, it's a sort of stretch
one
from
here.
the main villa building, isn't it? It's not,
Yeah.
don't compare it with the one on the right,
Well, I'm comparing it, I'm just
to the other
looking at it as
bit.
a street thing. To my mind, it looks quite large on its own compared to this
Yeah, that's why I
existing,
kind of thought.
and it's going to look even bigger. It is bigger.
I didn't really
So
see
you're
it
expressing
up to-
concern with regards to street scenery?
Yeah,
I'm not.
it's-
Right.
I don't think it's too bad actually. I quite like the balcony there.
I'm not concerned about
No,
that.
I think that it doesn't come forward at all, which it mustn't do.
I don't think it's bad, actually. I think
No,
for me it looks all right. It's sort of the huge plots and
Just because it's bigger.
That.
The side.
They are large plots. I mean, I didn't
They're very
delegate, I
large.
didn't delegate it to ensure that you did refuse it. It was just one that I felt I would like to just flag. So if
No,
we
that's
have no
good.
issue with it, then that's absolutely fine.
Well, you do
Could we
raise a
just
good point.
consider the ground plan before we
Yes,
come to
that's
this?
a look.
I mean, given what we've just said about previous
Dave
properties.
Waller,
So I know who,
Dave Waller, the media print, he lived in one of those.
oh, did he?
So I've been in I think it's the next door house, please. Yes, this is, that shows the footprint here.
I was going to say, have we got
Yes.
existing proposed?
No, this has got the, I think the red lines show the,
Okay.
it's quite a bit
Their
bigger.
pit.
The red line shows the present, I think, actually.
Yes, that's at the present, then you can see, sorry, I was just wording it wrong around.
Right.
Oh, sorry, but, you can then see what's on top of it, the new side.
There's a fair distance between the various properties.
And in the rear, the views aren't really that badly affected by this.
The whole area is quite, the main thing is that it's an area where it's all quite open.
Yeah.
And, well, anything that really broke that up, I would be, that stopped that just general feeling of openness. there.
They've got long frontages, haven't they?
Huge long frontages,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's the character of the place.
Okay, so what do we want to say?
Oh.
I mean, is the consensus of opinion that it's fine, or are we
Well, I've
concerned
got
about anything?
I've got no objection.
It's definitely not conservation.
Yes,
It is
yeah, it's right
conservation.
for conservation area, yeah. It's
Right,
literally
but that's why I
just
said-
on its common.
But that's why I said that to me the character of the place is very important there. And
I think it must have been the same builder that built these houses, because they've just got the way the windows are, you know, it's got a similar look.
Well, the proposal,
No, the old, the present houses, you know, but there's something wrong with the look of them.
well, yeah.
But,
Late 60s, early 70s.
so, early 70s, isn't it? So my parents lived in Mug Lane, which is just around the corner down here.
Well, do we wish to go as far as expressing concern?
I've got no concern.
Over Tom, like Mike hasn't, you don't have it. But
I should go with consensus.
fine. Okay.
I mean, obviously it's a conservation area, so I'm able to say about the design materials.
Yes,
being
I think
right,
that is
yes.
important.
yes, I
Yes,
know.
please get those in, yes.
Yeah.
Conservation.
I don't think,
Thank you.
just number 8, okay. Just number 8 and the waterway through this, just so, okay, that's fine, I can, thank you.
And we've got what we decide on.
So we just go with no objection, subject to the appropriate design and use of materials in the conservation area, policy
Brilliant.
513.
Sorry, thank you very much.
Very good.
Right, 5183292, 24 Pipers Avenue. No objection, subject to no loss of amenity in the neighbouring properties, policy 725, level 5 of the district plan refer.
Yes.
5183294, 18 Hammondswick. No objection. Are you okay with that one?
Okay.
3 The Warren, and that's 5183346, no objection. Right, 5190044, 93 Grove Road. No objection, subject to sufficient parking provision being made available on the site. Policies 40 and 72, level 5 of the district plan refer. 51 Eastcott Drive, 5190052, application does not meet criteria. 5190105, 8 Arran Close, application does not meet criteria. 5183253, Apple Tree House, 35 Park Avenue North. No objection, subject to the appropriate design and use of materials on this locally listed building in the conservation area. Policies 85 and 87 district plan refer.
He was the my chemist, he works in Springfield, James News, South Africa.
No, James Newnes used to be councillor.
Oh, of course it is, but it's the same name, unbelievable. I've just, thank you for pointing that out, I could have made a very huge boom here. Sorry, Christmas.
Councillor James Newnes.
Yes.
Right.
Anyway, right.
Okay, very Christmas.
Right, 5190036, 12 Shakespeare Road.
Yep.
Application does not meet criteria. 5190046, 8 Birch Way. Committee to consider.
Okay.
Pretty.
Right, so I've done some little aerial shots and the house, so it's that one there. is the one in question. And then the little pin shows the one from above.
Quick look at the
Sorry.
bottom there.
Razor points.
So let's see.
Right, so these are the drawings. So the reason why I didn't relegate this one is because I was concerned about the extending out over the existing footprint of the ground floor room, raising of the ridge height, large bulk and massing to the size of number 10, unsure about the front brick pillar, out of keeping with the street scene. Next door is set higher up and has a rear hipped roof extension that reduces the impact. Parking is inadequate for the number of bedrooms.
Usual story.
Can I raise one other issue? He's got a raised patio. What's a raised patio as well?
Right, okay.
So we've had a lot of problems in the past with raised patios, objections to people being affected by them. So the minute I saw the raised patio, I thought we should object to this one. But
Location.
going back to just having a look at this. Yeah, so a raised patio will affect people. Yeah, there's hardly any parking there, and the road's very narrow. I couldn't even turn around, I had to back up. But I had to do a three-point
Well,
turn
it's
on the
funny,
road.
there's almost like an infill at the end,
Yeah,
isn't
there
there,
is,
on the
isn't it?
right?
There's someone was parked there, so
Oh no.
it's very difficult even to turn
Quite
around.
common now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, yes.
Parking semicircle.
But,
Yeah, people don't realise what a concerning circle is like.
yeah, but there's no real space to park in front of the property.
No. What they're proposing to do is to actually reduce the available parking on the frontage even further.
Yeah,
That's like what's written down by the clerk personally and...
Well, I mean, they're just purely notes. They're just literally my jottings
Yeah.
as I'm looking at the application, just...
well, I
But
think
all those are concerns from my angle, but it's been
those are all
definitely else.
concerns to me, but also though, I think the raised patio to me is one that I suggest rejecting it because
No,
there's
Brian.
a lot of trouble.
Comment on it because I didn't know how it does affect the amenity on the other side, because we don't know. But I get your point. But the whole thing is really taking up the whole the massive message from out of the problem. I'm very concerned about the parking. How many
Just
bedrooms
seems very dominant, Pip, you know, when I look at
Yeah.
it, like, there's just an awful lot going on.
Yes.
There's huge bulk scale, massive, whatever, parking, raised patio.
How many bedrooms does it come to now?
I haven't actually noted down the exact number.
No, but it's got a loft space as well.
Oh gosh. Don't get bigger.
It could be.
Yeah, they're calling it loft storage, so...
Well, is that loft storage with natural light?
Does it have natural light? The window?
Oh, yeah, there is a
Loft conversion.
There is, yeah.
With rear dormer window.
Yeah, rear elevation, yeah.
So it's like, that is a room.
Almost
yeah,
certainly
you
there's
can
going to
see
be a
it
room.
on here. There's the
Well, we can't,
former window.
we can't prejudge, but
Four bedrooms on the first floor.
And they get that sort of dormer, does that then cause overlooking in any way, shape or form? Is it the front or the rear?
Rear.
But
The rear.
have a look at the rear. It loss of amenity to neighbouring properties.
the parking one must be a considerable factor here.
I think that the parking, the raised patio, and the sheer size of the box will be enough to suggest refusal.
I'll put, I mean, just obviously no form here, but recommend refusal due to the bulk scale, size, massing, effect on the neighbours, lack of sufficient parking provision, effect on the neighbours from the raised patio.
Yes.
Was there anything else that we felt we wanted to add?
Don't think we-
I think there is actually.
What we could actually use is a good word sometimes, is dominance in the plot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
That's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody happy with that?
Was there anything more, Pip, you wanted me to add?
No.
No, perfectly happy.
519-0089 1A Oldstone Road. The committee have no objections to the proposed extensions, subject to no less amenity to neighbouring properties, policy 72 level 5 of the district plan refers. However, do express concern that there will be insufficient parking provision on the site due to loss of access to garage, policies 40 and 72 level 4 of the district plan refers. So that's the one in Overstone there, where that one's a squeeze in anyway, 1A. Not the best of places.
These are two good pages.
518-3386, 12 Kingsbourne Close, application does not meet criteria. 519-0102, 48A Roundwood Park, no objection. And there go well. 519-0114, 72 Falconer's Field, no comment required by committee. 518-3406, 2 Broadstone Road, no objection. 519-0122, 18 The Uplands, application does not meet criteria. 519-0142, 12 Horsley Road, no comment required by committee. 519-0109, no comment required by committee. And that was land rear at Beaumont Court, Milton Road.
Still required, they've got planning permission.
Oh, there we go. Right, let's return to the agenda. No
The chairman very sensibly did that at
We
the
now
start.
just have the date of the next meeting and the close.
So plans B, Tuesday the 5th of March.
Glutton punishment.
And just to note that
Next meeting.
District Planning and Development Controls Committee North meeting to be held on Monday the 4th of March. And if that concludes business, we shall close.
Very good meeting.
8:14.
That will do.